All right, it's been a minute since I've made a video. Today I'm working on framing up the bathroom. So basically where these two studs are, I'll be framing out a bathroom wall, and that will create essentially my bedroom here and my bedroom here. And so we'll get started. All right, I'm gonna lay out my walls. So laying out my studs for my walls, that first stud will take up that first 1.5 inches. And then my next stud will be on center at 16. So I'll make a mark at 16. I'll make a mark 3/4 inch over to the left, 3/4 inch over to the right. And then that means that my stud's being placed 16 on center. So I'll do that all the way down here. And then I have both my top plate and bottom plate lined up right next to each other. So I'll take my square, right, and then transfer my line all the way over. So, you know, that's how I build my walls. I feel like everyone has some sort of technique, you know, essentially the same, but everyone's got their own little tricks that they do. But anyways, I like a nice visual. That way when I go to transfer all my lines over, there's no question as to where a stud's going. Got all my marks transferred over on these two plates, and so now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and cut my studs to length. We'll nail it all together and stand it up. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll make this our door opening. So we'll omit this one, 8, 9, and then we'll double up, and I'll have to cut some jack studs. So 10 and 11 studs essentially, but we'll cut it so we have our 9-foot walls, and then I'll just piece in this. I tried framing this up once already with the correct angle. It was just a pain in the ass. So I'll build this and then I can stub these in after, but we're gonna do 9-foot wall. We'll cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at the same length. And then we'll have to cut some jack studs for a header above this door opening, which will be a 2x6 header doubled up. Okay, I've got this bedroom wall framed up. I didn't record much of that process. My nail gun was giving me a very difficult time in this cold weather. Anyways, I finally got everything put together. Okay, I've got the walls up for the bathroom. It's approximately 8 feet deep and 6 feet wide. I haven't quite framed in my door yet. That's gonna depend on, you know, what I go with size-wise. But essentially what I'm thinking is a door with a right end swing, small vanity, toilet, and then shower wall on this exterior wall here. And, you know, based on what I did here with kind of converting this large room over here that was originally a bathroom into a second bedroom, I felt like this was probably the most appropriate use of that space. I've been trying to figure out, you know, if there's other ways, if I put a shower here or shower there, you know. I feel like, you know, by the time I do all this, the most logical thing will be just a vanity, toilet, shower in the bathroom here. This wall over here is it's a 2x6, and the reason I have a 2x6 there is so that I can put my stack up through this 2x6 wall. And so anyways, what I have left to do is frame in the wall for the door here, and then I'll have my second bedroom, which is like 11.6 by 12, somewhere in there. So both the bedrooms are decent sizes for a cabin, you know, can easily fit a queen bed, maybe even a king bed in each space. And then the other thing too is you can see that I've placed outlets pretty much in all the locations that I wanted to. And then before I go home this trip, what I plan to do is get some exact measurements on my bathroom and some exact measurements on the kitchen area so I can start planning cabinet layout and then, you know, placement of like the dishwasher outlets and things like this, garbage disposal. And with the bathroom, kind of same concept, figure out where I'm putting my fan and outlets and switches and things, which will most likely be just inside this door right there. So for the electrical boxes, I'm going around and placing the boxes for where I want all of my switches and outlets and things like this. And so I set the switches at 48 inches in height, and that's from my subfloor to the bottom of the box. I felt like that was a comfortable height to walk in and hit switches. And then for the outlets, you know, I have my outlets basically in every corner of the building and then throughout, you know, but I set that at 16 inches in height, and I think the standard's probably around 15 or so. I could be wrong on that. I'm not an electrician by any means, but what I did was I just cut a stud so that I can go around quickly and just set all of those to the exact same height. You know, my other thought was to shoot a laser around and tack them in that way, but I don't have a laser with me at the current moment. So this gets me started, and that's the update. That's where I'm at. And we'll have more next trip.